What is happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. We've got a fun trip today because, as you can see, it's beautiful. Testing some new gear and catching fish on a topspin. This is a lot of fun. Stay tuned. First one, forgot to set my drag, new reel. There we go. Not a bad way to start the old day out. A little over a pound. We'll take him on the topspin, and gosh, he smoked that thing. Did you hear me pull my drag? All right, topspin, getting it done. Love this as a spring lure, mimics a bait fish, kind of like a little finesse spinnerbait mixed together. That's one of the new, what is it, the Crush City swim baits. Yeah, chunky little £1.25. We'll take him. There it is. That's the rig to start the day here. New reel too, huh? The new Shimano MGL 70. Oh, we'll go over all this at the end, but look at that tasty little treat. There's one. Finally. Been a bit of a lull. He hit it and come charging in at me. Had to catch up. They're hitting it though. Missed one, had a good thump. Hit it and stormed after it. Look at that. I mean, when they're eating it that well, now if we could just find more of them like that. Ooh, hungry little dude. Another little over a pound. This is Debos Fishing, making 1-pounders famous since, I don't know, when did I start? 2018, something like that? 17? 16? I don't know. Seems like forever ago. Oh, he followed it in right there. It was just coming over that rock. That was sweet. And look at it. Look how he wolfed that. Gosh, the ones that are biting it are completely eating it. They're not stacked here. Look at that. I mean, every single one has been gone. When they hit it, they hit it. I missed a couple. Felt like they just kind of hit the back of it, T-boned it. Holy. There we go. Gosh, he had it. Good. Another one. On the topspin. I tell you all, if you're a bank angler, definitely one you need to give a try. There's a bunch of grass down there. Some of them you'll see I was picking. There's some kind of brown grass. I'm trying to stay in the lane where there's some good green grass coming over that, and this kind of acts like a weed guard. It does grab some of it, but better than an underspin where you're just kind of dragging it through all that. This kind of helps deflect some of that, and your blade's up top, so you don't normally get as much stuff on it. So there we go, the old topspin. It's been a good one for me the past few years. So a couple things as I'm fishing this here. There is some grass down on the bottom. So initially I started out going real slow, just trying to tick the tops of the grass, just keeping that swim bait just right over the top of that, bouncing off of it. I know sometimes that's the deal. If you're not right down there in the grass, they're not eating it. I did have a couple, I think one for sure, where I was kind of burning it fast and it ate it. And then the one here right by the shore, right as I was bringing it in, through all this real quick, he ate it. So I've kind of been messing around going slow and then going fast and adding pops. That's another thing you can do to just kind of give that bait some little bit of erratic action, is as you're reeling, just give your rod tip a couple poop poop and then keep going with it, poop poop, and then you can even kill it and then keep going with it again. Just kind of trying to mix that up here to see, okay, is it one certain thing? Is it more of like a specific location they're in? Do they want it, you know, fast? Do they want it slow? Those are the things that I'm trying and switching up when I'm trying to kind of figure out the bite. There's another one. Just sitting there waiting for that stuff to kind of roll through this little rock dip off. Gosh, another one. Look at it. I'm telling you, when they eat it, they eat it. Another one on the docket. Gosh, and they are all hooked right in the top of the mouth, exactly how you want it. There we go. Another one on the topspin. Another one a little over a pound. Kind of cookie cutter pound and a half fish in here. Maybe we'll find a couple of the bigger ones sitting in here, but for now, that's all right. We're catching fish. Oh, right by the log. Right by the little log there. Come up and smacked it. Another little £1.5 pounder there. We'll take it. Little topspin doing work. Thanks for eating, little £1.5 pounder dude. was trying to cover water with this. It's been honestly a pretty slow bite. Been here about an hour and a half, and that's, well, I don't know, 5 fish I've caught. So it's definitely not lights out fishing. Just kind of been trying to mix up fast, slow, finding grass. A lot of them are just kind of hanging on the edge of this drop off. Some of this riprap and stuff here. This dude was just hiding by that little stick. At least we've got some eating the bait fish profile. You can tell by the way they're absolutely engulfing it. They want some, but haven't found a spot where they're just completely stacked up yet. I don't know that I will. It's up to you if you want company. All right, let's do it. All right, well, randomly this magical boat pulled up. I held my thumb out and he's gonna pick me up and take me. Just kidding. This is Rich, longtime subscriber. Hopefully I don't fall in here. Hey! So we gotta give a big hats off to Rich for letting me hop in the boat with him. What a beautiful boat, by the way. Holy smokes.
That's what happens when you get old.
Well, I'm on my way there. I try to stand up and my knees feel like they're 80. All right, well, we're gonna call this part 2. Started beating the bank. Now we're, I guess we're still beating the bank, just in a boat. Now we can get everywhere and hit it though. Well, let's just try. I heard that, super windy, or there's one. All right, one on the Ned rig, first Ned rig fish of the day. This is those new Crush City ones I want to try. I guess today's video is sponsored by Crush City. Kidding. But that was the paddle tail that I was using, and I wanted to try this Ned rig, so.
I bought their stuff.
I like them. I like the paddle tail. This is my first time trying these. Oh no, the paddle tail is the one I was, the Mayor, I think it is.
Yeah,
there we go. Yep, BLT. That's what I got on the Copper Truce. Burley boys would be proud of me with that one. Beautiful, beautiful day out. Another Ned rig fish. I will say that this head is pretty cool. It's those new VMC free swinging heads. Gosh, he was pinned too. Yeah, these heads are kind of cool. I was playing with it shallow. I don't know that you guys will be able to see it on camera, but gosh. There we go. Another little dude on the Ned rig. We appreciate you, feller. Yeah, I was playing with this up shallow, and I think this is kind of cool because you have to kind of watch the weight of your plastics, or the type of plastic with the weight of a head that you have. Like if you have a heavier 3/16 quarter-ounce Ned head and you're really wanting it to stand up, it's going to lay down a lot of times. It's not just going to sit up. It's going to, you know, roll over. With this hook can articulate anywhere. So if you haven't seen these, unboxed them a while back. Kind of neat. Hey, there we go. Rich on one. Cranking them. Crankbite's fun.
Yeah, I used to use that. Well, it was a Greg Hackney, like the Ocho, you know, the floating ones. It's like kind of maybe the same stuff as kind of a G-Man.
Uh-huh.
I used to use those a lot in that Copper Truce because they'll stand up.
Yeah. There you go. A jig fish. Rich on another. Find rocks. Throw jig by rocks. Wood bite hasn't heated up yet. It's coming. Its time's coming.
I put the old style handles on it.
Oh, I love those handles. Those were either 100% love or hate for people. Nice. See what happens? Oh, it is a walleye. Oh, Walter. On a jig. On a jig.
I've known Chris for years and years.
He's a good cat. He's a real good dude.
We raced RC cars.
That's what he was telling me. I was like, I had no idea. He was telling me how he used to travel and do that. I was like, oh.
Yep. Bought all RC stuff.
There's one.
My son got some big time sponsorship from like Associated. Next thing you know, him and I were just in the motorhome traveling everywhere.
That's awesome. There we go, Chris. See, Rich is talking about you, and we're out here catching fish. Well, I think you were working today.
We call him Shaggy.
Shaggy?
I don't know him as Chris.
I call him the Big Dutchman. There you go. Get the one hanging out there. That's a fish. Another one for Rich. Cranking away on him. So there's a big 6-pounder right there. I saw him. You scared him off.
Did I?
Yeah. He was looking at my Ned rig. Hey, nice. And again, Rich with another crankfish. Why haven't I switched to a crank, you all say? We got to be fishing different stuff here. Smacked it. There's one. Right on the edge of those reeds. All right, another topspin fish. Trying to fish the Ned rig, but it is windy as we'll get out and swim these spots. So trying to cover, yeah, right on the edge of those reeds. Right on the edge of the reeds. Yeah, this is those Rapala swim baits.
I like that one better.
Yeah, those swim baits are cool.
Where you go through grass. No forward facing sonar.
Yeah, because he got booted from MLF.
For the FBD hats.
Fish and boat docks. That's what it stands for. There we go. Another one on the topspin. Finally picking up a little bit over here. A little bit of gravel and some reeds and such. Covering water. Like we said, it's been windy, as you can tell. So it's been hard to fish a sit-down Ned rig spot. So we'll cover water with moving baits. Oh, I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, that's a good one.
That'll work. Rich with the biggest one of the day. 2-pounder. Take those. I'll take a day at 2-pounder. That's a blast catching those. I'm clearly not a tournament guy because I'm satisfied with catching 22-pounders in a day. Oh, it counts. It counts. Hands on him. Oh no. Sorry, feller. There we go. A little 1.5-pounder. He's pissed. Get it? He was peeing.
It's good, right?
It's good. I got him. Got him in the goat. It has to go inside the gunnel. And I was filming.
Now you gotta sit down for 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2-minute penalty. Oh. That couldn't have been a bite. It had to have been a reed. There was a fish back there. Yep. It's that one I missed right there. All right, another one on the top spin. Oh, just as I went to lift him. That one might be lost.
I'm looking at you and I got a cast on that.
All right, fishing friends, another super fun day out on the water throwing this. And I'm going to get to the whole setup and lures here in a second. But first, I have to thank Rich. He's a subscribed fishing friend. We've ran into each other out on the water before. Always stops and talks. Super nice guy. He's the subscribed fishing friend of the day. You know, we BS'd on the boat just like we've known each other for years. So I truly believe I have some of the most down-to-earth, coolest, humblest fishing friends who subscribe and watch. You know, one of the greatest compliments I get is we could sit around a campfire, have a beverage, and talk fishing. And that's what I want to be. I'm no pro, you know, I'm not an expert, but I'm always happy to tell you what I know and try to help or just talk fishing and share ideas back and forth. We even started talking about our buddy Chris. You've seen him on the shows. Rich actually knew Chris from back in the past, so they used to be good buddies. So crazy world, pretty cool thing to happen, and pretty cool that I got on some fish with a lure that I love, which is this, the first gen topspin. So instead of having the spinner on the bottom like this is that new underspin from Northland Tackle. I'm gonna be fishing that some more before I do the full review on it, but I like it. This one has the spinner up on top. So it's kind of like a finesse spinnerbait, I guess is a way you could think of it. But really for me as a bank angler, it's a way to throw just a small finesse, flashy spinning deal like an underspin, but with it on top, you're not getting it snagged as much. And with this wire, if you can see here when I bend this, Commit that all the way over, it comes right back up. It's a titanium wire, so it acts as a weed guard. It's the arm there that holds it. I've loved these. I've showed them, you know, the past few years. I think that's a really good one if you want just a little subtle flash. Now the bait I was throwing was the new plastic from Crush City. These came out last year. Rapala released all their Crush City plastics. So you've seen, you know, Jacob Wheeler, Dustin Connell throwing these, whatever the minnow one is. I forget what that one is. This is the Mayor, so it's a little paddle tail. This is in the green shad, the 3-inch. Really like these. I think they hit a home run with these little swim baits. I know my buddy Brando, I fish on the boat with him. He really likes them. I was having a conversation with another subscribed fishing friend the other day who also really liked them. Great colors, good, really natural looking profile. It's like the old, gosh, I forget who made those little shad baits. I used to throw the zebra ones. Mom and Dad will know what I'm talking about, but those little zebra ones, how they have this kind of belly here, you know, the tail that comes out. Kind of that more shad shape instead of, I'm not saying I won't throw a Kitex or it replaces this, but instead of, you know, this skinny body or some of the, you know, larger, fatter body type, just has kind of that shad profile to it. This is the, what color? Gizzard shad, also a good color if you want that darker top. The gizzard shad we have here kind of will have that darker look, but both colors are awesome. I got a couple others. These are the two that I've thrown. Really like those. If you haven't tried them, give them a go. And they're pretty durable. They don't rip up, super easy. You know, a Kitex can often be a one fish bait, but so far those have lasted. So comment below, let me know if you've thrown either of those or any of the new Rapala baits. This I was also super excited about. The new Shimano SLX MGL, and it's just as sweet as I thought. I knew this was gonna be a good reel. The SLX MGL, the old one, was my favorite in the old lineup. This one got the new MGL 3 spool. Still super small, still pretty much the same reel. Added that lighter spool in there, and this thing zings lure. I think the first 2 or 3 casts I backlashed because I had it set kind of loose, and this thing will send it. So this is just a little 1/4 ounce head. It's got the, I think the 3-aught hook on there, and it had no problem whipping that out there. With this is the Shimano X-Prite. I've had a lot of people ask me to get one of these. This is the 7-foot medium rated for lures 1/4 up to 1 ounce. And man, like people have said, it's a sweet one. I've got one in the old version. It's I think it's a heavier, medium heavy, and I really liked it. I need to kind of do a review of both of these and show you everything. I know they changed the back handle a little bit and stuff, but yeah, this rod for throwing little lighter lure like this was pretty sweet. So this combo definitely liked. Throwing some 12-pound P-line tactical on there. Overall, this felt awesome. So fishing friends, comment below and let me know what you've been catching the fish on this spring. Anytime you've got fish chasing bait in the spring like this, coming up, getting ready to spawn. Our fish are now spawning. That video was a couple weeks ago, so it's on. Feeding's gonna be on, post-spawn's gonna be on. Summer's gonna be here before we know it, so get out there and fish if you haven't. Now's a great time to do it, especially if you're a bank angler. But that's enough for me. Thanks for watching, and until next time.